We're glad to be here at the Dorothy Height Elementary School. I'm glad to be here to share a package of legislation I'm introducing to address the serious mental health crisis facing our state, indeed facing our nation. That a major part of my bill is to increase the number of healthcare providers in schools. You need resources to do that, and so part of what this legislation will do is to provide additional federal resources. We will increase the federal match by 90%, which means you'd be able to attract and retain more providers, be able to pay them more in order to value the work that they do. Also, my bill provides for more peer support, peer educators, and also virtual support. I'm determined to get something done.
I will say this year specifically, I don't know if it's COVID related, the different hardships that we've been enduring. I've made more mental health referrals outside of school this year. Going into January, more mental health referrals than I have in any other year.
My school is the last opportunity for our kids in the district. Our number one support is grief counseling. So much grief related to deceased family members. And ironically, most of it is not related to COVID. A lot of violence, other health issues. So, and our kids don't have a way to decompress, or they don't have the supports, obviously, for themselves, and the families at most times don't either. Our next big mental health support for our youth is trauma. A lot of this is environmental, how they've been raised, sometimes living conditions, etc.
We live in a society built on speed and getting things done as fast as we can. We wake up at 8 o'clock, 6 o'clock, whenever in the morning, and we go all day, and we don't stop. And that leads to many people, especially high schoolers, to not have time to think about their own mental health. I can't tell you the amount of times that I've heard students say really just saddening things like, oh, I can't do this anymore, I want to kill myself. Just, hearing that on a daily basis, really, it strikes a nerve.
This pandemic has both unveiled and exacerbated these long-standing mental health issues. Georgia is the number 4 state in terms of mental health needs, and we're near the bottom in terms of access to mental health care. So that's a recipe for a lot of trauma going untreated. And we've got to make sure that we address this, and our children should be centered in that conversation. Look, I don't want us to become so overwhelmed by this crisis that we become paralyzed. Every crisis is an opportunity to show up stronger and in a better way for one another.